traders, FXPIPCOLLECTOR here. Today is Friday, TGIF, thank God it's Friday, and it is June 30th, so the final day of the month, as you can see. So that tells us a lot looking at these monthly candles too. I just want to point out before we get started, these monthly candles can tell us a lot about what is likely to happen at the beginning and throughout the next month. So definitely keep an eye on that. So as usual, we're going to start off by looking at the US dollar index, the DXY, and we're going to apply any information we learn after doing our full top-down analysis from the monthly to the 1 hour time frame. We are going to apply all that information that we learned to all the other US dollar pairs, including gold. And once we do that, we'll probably go look at yen pairs, look at a couple commodities, look at the stock market, probably check out Bitcoin, and a couple other things. So if you have not seen so, I am giving away one month of free premium membership on my Discord channel. My Discord channel is 100% free to join anyway, so you do not have to pay a dime to join. Now the giveaway is right here, just so everybody knows how to enter. You go to my Discord channel, you go to giveaway underneath the welcome tab, and you just click on the emoji right here, this little emoji right there. And as you can see, we got 38 entries right now. We are probably going to start doing one giveaway a month, so definitely check it out. Join my free Discord channel, and then just go to giveaways under the welcome tab, and it is right there to enter. So good luck with that. Drawing will be on Monday. On my Monday live stream is when I'll be drawing the winner for that. So let's get started. So let's get to the charts, and let's start off with the DXY on the monthly. So I still believe that the DXY monthly is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A. I still think it is an A, B, C of B, and I still think this is a big uptrend for a wave C. I think this big impulsive move to the downside with this break of structure probably is the end of a correction right at a Fibonacci level. I do believe that there's a very good likelihood that this move up that we're currently seeing is a correction, and then this will end up continuing the downtrend, probably all the way down, and take out these lows, because that's what happens at the end of an ABC correction, whether you're talking about the 1 month time frame or the 1 hour time frame or even the 1 minute time frame. An ABC correction should take out its previous lows or previous highs. So now let's take it down to the weekly time frame. Let's go back to this US dollar index. Now the US dollar index to me still looks like a downtrend, most likely a wave 1. I still think there's a very good likelihood this is a complete ABC correction. I think it could be a 2, definitely respecting the 38% Fibonacci level. As you can see, nice impulsive move to the downside. I still think that this move up is more likely to be a correction to that move down, and I still think it's going to end up going down in a wave 3. So let's take a look at that on the daily time frame. So let's look at this one on the daily, but then on the shorter time frames, we probably are going to switch back to the DXY. So on the daily, it definitely looks like an uptrend over here. It looks like a downtrend for the A, 3 waves up for a B, downtrend for the C. This definitely looks like, to me, an uptrend. Definitely broke structure to the downside, and this move down looks like a trend also, telling me that it most likely is a wave 1. Now this move up is very strong, but I still think there's a good chance it is a wave 2. I definitely don't really like the fact that it didn't bounce off a fib level, but sometimes fib levels do not get respected. I do think that we're in a downtrend, and I do think that this is going to make a lower high, and end up continuing down for a wave 3. So let's go down to the 4 hour time frame. And now the 4 hour time frame, I usually do always stick to the US dollar index because I do trust that one a lot more than the dollar index. But the DXY to me is actually much clearer right now, probably because of the pattern on the euro dollar, because the euro dollar is almost a mirror image of the DXY but in reverse. So it definitely looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 down. And then it looks like impulsive up, wave A, 3 waves down, wave B, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of wave C. It definitely kind of turned right in the middle. I would kind of consider this not respecting a Fibonacci level, but really, I mean, if you look at it, it definitely did respect that 50%. It really wasn't able to hold above that structure. Now, we really do need to see this candle close. Unfortunately, the DXY doesn't run on the same schedule as the other pairs, so it still has about an hour and 20 minutes before it actually closes. If it closes anywhere near these lows, I would say that that is definitely the end of an ABC correction, and that this is probably over the next week or two going to make its way down, and probably even all part of a big wave 3. So let's take it right down to the 1 hour time frame. On the 1 hour time frame, I do see, so first of all, we see an uptrend, 1, 2, it's kind of like a 1, 2, 3, but probably a 4, 5 right there. I bet that's where it actually fits, most likely a wave A. This is a downtrend probably for the A or B. 3 waves up, B of B, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. Impulsive move up, break of structure, corrective down, and it made a nice big uptrend the whole way up. So we definitely have a couple breaks of structures. It needs to hold below those structures, but right now it does look pretty good. I mean, maybe it's going to do some sort of a correction, but right now it looks like the end of a correction, and it looks like it should be now trending down. So we need to look at all the dollar pairs and see if that does make sense. Now if we look at the dollar index, it definitely doesn't look quite as good, and it has not broken this wave 4 structure yet. So I don't really like the looks of the dollar index, tell you the truth. It almost does make me think that it could go back up, especially looking at this. This looks like a wave A. This looks like an ABC of B, and this looks like a downtrend for the C. So looking at the US dollar index, if this does start to turn up, it's probably going to be the end of a correction, and it's probably going to go back up. That's another reason why I do prefer the dollar index, the FXCMO dollar index over the DXY. The DXY is exactly the same picture as the euro dollar, but in reverse. It's like almost a mirror image. You can look at the euro dollar, and then you can look at this one and invert it. And it's exactly the same. That's the euro dollar right there. That's exactly the same picture as the euro dollar, which is why I do not like the US dollar, the DXY normally. I would much prefer to look at the US dollar index. So we do have that dollar news, consumer confidence, coming out in a little while, and if this does turn back up and start going up, I would actually exit any sorts and go long, because at that point it probably is going to go up. So be cautious with this trade. Right now it does look good, especially looking at the DXY, but I don't know, it doesn't really look that great looking at the dollar index. So let's move on now. Let's look at the euro dollar. Let's head up to the daily time frame. Looking at the euro dollar on the daily, I mean, it really looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It really looks like an ABC. We're definitely respecting a Fibonacci level, and it definitely looks like it's trying to make an impulsive move up. I still think this is more likely a 1, a 2, and a wave 3. So let's keep an eye on that. Let's go down to a shorter time frame. On the shorter time frame, so the euro dollar, like I said, is almost exactly the same as the DXY, so they're almost a mirror image, but it does look like a downtrend for the A. It definitely looks like a little three-way pattern for the B, and it looks like a downtrend for the C. This one bounced off the 78.6 Fibonacci extension, as you can see. Nice big impulsive move to the upside. If I was looking at just this one pair alone, I would definitely say that was the end of a correction, and there's no doubt that it's going back up. But looking at the US dollar index, like I said, that one's not quite as convincing. So when that news comes out in a little while, we really need to pay attention. But right now, everything definitely looks pretty good. This looks like a downtrend. This looks like a three-way pattern to the upside. This looks like a downtrend to the downside. Nice break of structure at the 78% Fibonacci extension. Really, it looks like the end of a correction, and if it is the end of a correction, maybe it will have some pullbacks along the way, but it will be a brand new uptrend. That's the one thing you have to realize, is if an ABC correction really is an ABC correction, then it needs to make a brand new uptrend. If it does anything besides trend up, you know, if it does something like this and then turn back down and break structure, you know that's not going to go up. You know it's going to go back down. So at the end of a correction, what happens? The market can really only be in two states. It can either be trending or it can be correcting. So what happens at the end of a correction? You have the beginning of a brand new trend. What happens at the end of a trend? You have the beginning of a correction, unless it's maybe a wave C or a wave 5, it's a correction. So what happens at the end of a correction? A brand new trend. So when you enter at the end of a correction, if it's not a brand new trend, then it's not a good entry to go long or short. So let's go look at the pound dollar. Let's head up to the daily time frame. Right now, everything definitely looks like it's ending a correction, and everything looks right on exactly like it should be. Looks like a nice uptrend. Looks like three ways down. Didn't really turn out a fib level, which is a little concerning, but right now it definitely looks like the end of a correction. Just like the euro dollar, it looks like a 1, 2, and 3. So everything is looking like it's already turned and looking like everything is good for the end of this correction. Going down to the 4-hour time frame, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Almost a perfect trend. Impulsive down, break of structure, looks like a wave A. 3 waves up, looks like a wave B. Downtrend, looks like a wave C. Break of structure to the upside, looks like it's holding above structure. If it does hold above structure, I would say that that is definitely the end of a correction and the continuation of the uptrend. So like I said, everything right now definitely looks like it's ending a correction, but that news could change it, that consumer confidence. But right now, everything definitely looks pretty good to me. Now, even looking at this, it looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe even a 6 and a 7 wave downtrend. Nice big impulsive move up, break of structure. It's definitely holding above structure. I think it's a good entry. I think that it will end up probably over the next week or so making its way up in a nice uptrend. So let's move on to the Aussie dollar. Aussie dollar, I don't think would have been my choice to go long on, just because of how strong the move to the downside was. But to me, it still looks like a big A, B, C correction. It looks like impulsive up with a break of structure. This would be a wave 1. Even though this move down is very steep, I think it still is a wave 2. And I think it very easily could continue up for a wave 3 also. So right now, it does look good to be the end of a correction. I just don't think this would have been my choice to go long on because of how weak the Aussie has been. So anyways, you go down to the 4-hour time frame, you can definitely see a downtrend followed by a break of structure, which is a correction, a wave B, followed by a downtrend, looks like a wave C. It's kind of turning right in the middle of 2 fib levels, but if it does turn right here, I would consider that respecting the 61.8. Nice impulsive move up. I would like to see some better breaks of structure, and maybe not necessarily way up here, but I would like to see it, really break and hold above this structure level right here, which it really hasn't done yet. If it starts to really make an impulsive move up, then I would say that that is the end of a correction, and I would probably spend the next week or two, building a long position all the way up. Going down to the 1-hour time frame, definitely looked very corrective at first. Look, that even looks like an ABC correction, but then it went down, made 3 waves down, impulsive up. It definitely did break structure, but I would like to see it make some more momentum just to confirm the entry. I would want to be already in this trade, but I would want to see it go up more in order to be able to, comfortably hold this throughout the weekend, which honestly, if this is really a 4-hour end of a correction, this is really a correction on like the 4-hour, maybe even the 8-hour time frame. So that means that this would maybe create an uptrend like that. If that created an uptrend like that, that puts us all the way out until July 21st. So this is a trade that I would think that should deserve to be held. If it does confirm that it is the end of a correction, by the end of the day, this could be a trade that you could hold for, maybe 3 weeks. Yeah, the dollar just... Yeah, for sure. We were just talking about that. The US dollar doesn't look as convincing. Like I said, we got news coming out in about 15 minutes, and that almost looks like it could be an ABC correction to the downside, and it almost looks like it could turn back up. Now, looking at the DXY, it does look convincing that that is the end of a correction, that it is going down. But that is because of the euro dollar. It's almost the exact same picture. So, like I was saying, if this move holds, then this is maybe a trade to hold on to for a few weeks. We'll see. So going down to the daily time frame, I think we have the end of a correction on this one. I think this is an uptrend like a 1. I still think this move down is a correction like a 2, and I still think there's a very good likelihood it will go up for a wave 3. Now, just like I said about the Aussie, I don't think if I was looking to trade the dollar news, I would not have picked the Aussie or the Kiwi to trade. I would have probably picked, one of these other pairs, the euro, the pound, the Swiss, the Canadian, or the yen, or something like that. Probably not the yen either, honestly, but I would have definitely chosen a different pair to trade for sure. But if this is ending a correction, then it definitely will do exactly as the other dollar pairs will do. It definitely looks very confirmed right now. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4... Ooh. Not a very good drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up, wave 1. Looks like A, B, C down, wave 2. Looks like a break of structure, and it is starting to hold. We really need to see what that news does in 15 minutes. If it holds above structure throughout the news, I would say that that is the end of a crescent, probably the end of a wave 2 and the beginning of a wave 3. So let's head down to the 1 hour time frame. 1 hour time frame, it even has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down. This move up looked very corrective at first. It looked like an ABC up, but then it made a little 3-way pattern down right before the news, and bam, up it went with a break of structure. End of a trend, end of a wave 2. It looks like it's holding to me. Like I said, we have to wait until that news comes out, but I think it's holding, and I think that we are probably in a wave 3. Let's move on to the dollar Canadian, which is not really looking as good as some of the other ones. Let's go up to the daily time frame. Now this was a very strong move to the downside, but it definitely has almost a perfect trend. Wave 1, ABC, wave 2, and it has another almost perfect trend. Like I was saying the other day, there is possibility that this could be an ABC correction and it could just go up from here. That definitely is a possibility, but looking at the dollar index, I still think that it is probably more likely that it is going to go down. I think it's more likely we're in a wave 3, but we're looking for longs. We have been looking for longs on shorter time frames, so if it keeps going up, I don't think I would have gone short on this one. It really hasn't even broken any structure to the downside. It actually almost looks like it could make another move up. I think this is possibly an A. It definitely made 3 waves down for what looks like an irregular wave B, and it looks like an uptrend that could possibly be a wave C. It's definitely not turning at a Fibonacci level. Even if it does turn down, I don't think I would consider that respecting a fib level. It turned right in the middle of the Fibonacci's, so definitely not really respecting a fib level. It's not really closing below structure either, but it does look like it is trying. I mean, there's really no structure to this move up right here. I guess that is probably a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but it kind of looks more like this could all be like an irregular wave ABC too, like an A, B, 3 waves down for a B, and then this little uptrend is the C. Either way though, whether this is the ABC or whether this is like one of those irregular ABCs that I always talk about, like that, and then it goes down, or it doesn't really matter because either scenario would be exactly the same, but we really need to see this break below structure to really confirm that it really is the end of a crescent. So let's see if that does happen over the next little while. I think the US dollar Swiss would have been one of the best pairs to go short on. Let me get this so I don't see it on the daily. So the US dollar Swiss, I think, would have been one of the best choices. Maybe the euro and the US dollar Swiss would have been some of the best choices for this, because we were already going down, and this move up right here was so corrective, and now it looks like it's going down again. I think we already ended a crescent back here, A, B, C up, and I think this is like a 1, 2, and we're in a wave 3. So everything looks pretty good to me. On that one, I think, like I said, this might have been one of the best choices. Look at it. It's looking strong. It's looking confirmed. It looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a higher low, and then it looks like an A. It looks like 3 waves down for a B. It looks like an uptrend for the C. We're expecting the 50% impulsive down, break of structure. This looks like one of the clearest patterns, and usually with the clearest pattern usually does end up being the most profitable pattern too. So to me, this, like I said, would have been probably one of the best choices to go short on, I think. Going down to the 1 hour time frame. Nope, I got too many ABCs here. There we go, get rid of that one. Going down to the 1 hour time frame, looks like an A. This is probably, it's kind of hard to say where the B is. The way B is probably actually right there, and then this is like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wave uptrend to the 50%. Impulsive down, break of structure. This definitely looks like it ended a crescent, and it definitely looks like it's probably going to spend the next few weeks trending down, if not longer. And the US dollar yen, I don't think I would. This is probably the one that I would least likely choose to go short on, honestly. I would rather go long on the Aussie and the Kiwi than try to go short on any yen pair right now. But look at how stretched out this move is. I would guarantee, even if it does go down, that it's only going to be a crescent to the uptrend. I would put my whole trading account on the fact that this trend right here is not over. So I definitely wouldn't go short on this. I would say that the whole thing is probably still going up. The last major structure level is way down here. I bet that this is only a wave A. It's probably going to have to make an ABC correction before it makes another move up. And even if it does make a bigger move down, like something like this, ooh, sorry, sometimes that lags, A, B, C down, you know, even if it does something like that, that's still going to be a correction to the uptrend, I would say. So I definitely am still looking for longs on this one for sure. And honestly, on the 1 hour time frame, it kind of looks like a little three-way pattern already. So if it turns back up, I would go long for sure on this one, no doubt about it. So we're definitely still looking for longs on all the yen pairs, really. It hasn't even broken any structure to the downside yet. This is the most recent structure on the 1 hour. The 4 hour time frame, this is the most important structure. It looks like we're still in an uptrend. It looks like a correction. It looks like it's still going up. So definitely, 100% looking for longs on that. Gold is trying to break structure. I think that gold is... It just looks way too clear for me not to be over, honestly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up. Extremely clear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Very clear. This wave B is not that clear. It's definitely a correction. You can see how overlapping it is. I think it's a B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. Wave C, 61.8% Fibonacci. It definitely isn't confirmed to be over yet, but I think it is going to be confirmed probably sometime next week that this is over and that we're heading back up. I do believe that gold is heading to at least 2200, if not even higher. Now going down here, boy, it does not want to break structure. There's so much selling pressure right now on gold, it's ridiculous. That we've had a wicked battle between gold and... Yeah, oh yeah, that's a good point, Yon. A wicked doji candle too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, wave A, B, and then this is a C. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down for the wave 5. And if we zoom in even more, we can see a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down for the wave 5 of 5. If we see a break of structure for that wave 4 of 5 at the 61%, I think that may even help confirm that the whole correction is over. What really is going to tell us that the correction is over is seeing this wave 4 structure broken. So if that gets broken, then I would say that we have the end of a correction and that we're back into an uptrend. And it really hasn't broken structure yet, so we can't really say for sure. To me, look at this wave 5. 1, 2. That's all a wave 3. A, B, C of 4, and then down for the 5. Very, very clear pattern. The part that's not very clear is that it has not broken structure yet, so I would definitely still say the trend is down. If that other news comes out and this starts to turn down, I would take it as a short, because we very easily could go down more. Now, on the other hand, if it starts to break above structure and hold above structure, at that point I would definitely be looking for pullback entries to go long. And then if it goes up and breaks this wave 4 structure, that would tell me that most likely that daily time frame correction is over. So we're just going to have to see how it plays out. Right now the trend is definitely still down, and really we should probably still be looking for shorts in a downtrend. So we have to be a little careful. Some of these look like they are turning, but they definitely haven't been confirmed to turn yet. So let's see what happens. Silver really isn't convincing that it's going up at all, honestly. Silver kind of looks like it wants to go down again. Silver and gold are very correlated. I mean, they're different shapes, but they move in the similar patterns. So I don't know. I'm starting to think gold might not be quite ready yet. Man, everything else looks pretty good. Look at the euro dollar. That thing's on fire. Hopefully some of you all are in that trade. Yeah, the pound is looking really good too. I don't think that I'd like the Kiwi. The Canadian's starting to look good. The Swiss and the dollar. Look at the Swiss, look at the dollar. Those ones are the trades of the week probably right there. Awesome trades. Really, really good. So now we're going to go look at some yen pairs in a minute here. Let me grab a drink of water real quick, and then we're going to go look at some yen pairs. Alright, yen pairs. Look at the yen, it's going up again. Yep, definitely still going up. I really isn't much to say about the yen pairs except for I would do nothing on the yen pairs except for look up. Oh, there's the guy that works for the Bank of Japan, the Yen Berry. I think he's a member of my Patreon group, and he trades the yen pairs like he works there. So yeah, I would say you're probably in the yen pairs. There's definitely no reason to think this is over. Look at the weekly time frame. We zoom out a little bit so we can see. No bounce off a fib level. No break of structure. No reason to think the trend is over. So yeah, we're definitely looking for longs on the euro yen for sure. Look at that. That's the end of a correction. Like I said, there really ain't much to say about the yen pairs except for continue to go long every single time you get a chance. These yen moves remind me of when I first started trading back in 2009, shortly after the 2008 crisis. I started off trading the yen pairs, and it was just like so easy. Every time you would just get on, and you would just trade the direction of the trend, and just every single day you go long and you win. Go long, you win. And that's what these trends remind me of. And when the trends were over, I came to the harsh reality that trading is not quite so easy as just opening your charts and going long every day. Even though lately, that's pretty much all you had to do on the yen pairs. Pretty much every single day, go long, win. Next day, go long, win. Next day, oh, a little bit of a winner. A little bit of a winner. Oh, a little bit of a winner. Way back here, big winner. Big winner. Oh, the day before, big winner. Back here, big winner. Big winner. It's just pretty much non-stop. That's how you can tell that, like I said, the yen is a risk-on currency, so during real bad economic times, the yen and the Swiss are like the pairs to trade. That's the end of a correction for sure at the 38.2% Fibonacci. Definitely going up. Maybe it could be a wave 5, but honestly I don't even think it is. Could be, but I kind of doubt it. Aussie yen is going up too, but like I said, I don't think I would be choosing to go long on these ones, even though these are probably going to go up also. The Kiwi yen is definitely going up. We got that dollar news in a couple minutes here too, so. Look at that. 1, 2, 3 waves down, go long. 1, 2, 3 waves down, go long. 1, 2, 3 waves down, go long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves down, go long. 1, 2, 3 waves down, go long. 1, 2, 3 waves down. 1, 2, 3 waves down. Not really too much difficult about trading these yen pairs, honestly. Like I said, pretty much just open your charts and look for, if you're in a pullback, go long. 3 waves down, go long. 3 waves down, go long. 3 waves down, go long. Pretty simple. So we have that dollar news coming out in a very short time, 25 seconds. Wow. Let's get back to the dollar real quick. We'll come back to the yen pairs if we got to, but like I said, there really ain't much to say about those yen pairs except for keep going long. We got consumer confidence coming out in 12 seconds. This is not the big consumer confidence that the red level one, but it's definitely still a pretty decent news event. Let's see if it helps the drop or if it hurts it. I think it's going to help it. Maybe it could hurt it though. We'll see. Nothing so far. This one, oh, there it goes. It just released. It's a little bit positive for the dollar. Not very positive, but a little. 64.4 over 63.9, so a little bit positive. That actually might even help it go down, obviously, but definitely, this consumer confidence is not the big consumer confidence, the red level one that really moves the dollar. This is kind of a not really that big of a deal news event. I think it's going to help the dollar, though. I think the dollar's going down. No stopping it. What was that news earlier that we had? The PCE news was the one that really moved it. Canadian GDP came out earlier today, too. Did that cause a nice move? I think that dollar's going down. Look at it. For sure. Did the Canadian pairs all make a move today? Pound Canadian definitely went up pretty nice. Ooh, look at that. Euro Canadian. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break of structure. That was a wicked move right there. Awesome. That one definitely wasn't because the Aussie was so weak. One of my members wants me to look at the Aussie Canadian, so we'll probably do that right now anyways. Even this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down, and it's been trending up. It finally broke structure. It's probably going up. Canadian yen, we already know is going up. Let's see if it holds or not. It looks like it should hold. I don't really see any reason to think it wouldn't. CAD Swiss. This is another one that one of my members has been eyeballing. I think this is going to continue up. I think it's eventually going to go up and break that structure, which would make sense, I guess. We'll see, though. It kind of looks like it's due for a correction now. I bet it's actually going down right now in a correction, and then it'll go up later on. So let's look at the Aussie Canadian because one of my members asked about this one. This is the one that we spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out in my Patreon membership Zoom meeting the other day. It's kind of an odd pattern. Kind of looks like a trend. 1, 2, 3 waves, like almost. I'm going to get rid of this ABC now because that's not really correct. So it kind of looks like 3 waves down, almost like it is a W, and it definitely looks like 3 waves up, almost like this is a Y. And this actually could be 3 waves down, and it just came the wave B of, oh, I'm sorry, that's supposed to be an X. WXY. So it definitely made 3 waves down. It just looks like the wave B of Y made a little bit of a higher high, like an irregular wave B for the wave Y. And we're definitely at the Fibonacci level, so if it does go up, if it does break structure, it probably is going to keep on going. We've been looking at this one pretty intensely to see if we can figure it out. We need to see a structure break. We need to see it break this structure, or break that structure right there. This little spike right here. We need to see it break that structure right there to confirm the trend is up. Right now, I would definitely be looking for shorts. It might just keep on going down, especially since it hasn't broken structure yet. Yeah, so until it breaks this structure right here, I would be looking for shorts. It almost looks like it could be an ABC correction, and it might go down again. But if it does go up, if it does break that structure, and then retests, the retest is where you want to get in because that's a much, much safer entry to go long for sure. So, yeah, let's see here. What do we got going on? What happened with the dollar? Not much. That news that just came out is not a big mover. So it's actually probably good for the move that we got because the news was a little bit positive for the dollar. Oh, gold is starting to break out. What I would like to see on gold is a breakout and then a retest and then get in on the retest because that's probably going to go up. Definitely seems like it should go up. So, let's see. Yeah, hey Ray, how's it going? Just wanted to see if there was any more requests or anything before we moved on. No one. Gold has got so much selling pressure, it's ridiculous. I'm in you. I texted you. I didn't text you. I sent you a message on Discord to see what your opinion was. Earlier, I was saying that gold might even actually make a move to the downside if it rejects structure. It kind of looks like an ABC up. But I think it is going to break structure. Now, really, we need to see it break this wave 4 structure before we really start getting too excited about going long. But I think it is going up. I would definitely be long right now on gold. The US dollar, the Kiwi's looking pretty good. The Aussie's still very weak, but the Kiwi's looking good. The Canadian's looking real good. Swiss is, like I said, Swiss and the euro dollar were definitely the top choices. And the yen, the dollar yen isn't really doing much because the yen is still strong, or the yen is weak, and the dollar is weak. We got a weak dollar versus a weak yen. We don't want weak versus weak. We want strong versus weak, or weak versus strong. So gold is trying to break out. Let's see if it holds. We'll have to come back and look at these dollar pairs. It looks like it's holding. Are the yen pairs holding? Yeah, the yen pairs are doing alright. A little bit of a pullback on the Aussie. Canadian's got a little bit of a pullback, but not really much to worry about there, I don't think. What are you out of? A long menu? You been long on gold? Hopefully. That was a pretty damn clear end of a correction down here. Right there. Someplace right in here was an awesome entry to go long. So we did the Aussie Canadian. Let's go check out a couple of commodities and go check out crypto and the stock market. So let's go check out oil. Oh, oil's still going up. I think that oil would at least go up and touch the top of this triangle, and I think it very easily could finally break out. I mean, on the weekly time frame, it really looks like it's going up. It looks like it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4. No, not like that. I'm sorry. Like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A, B, C of B. So that's looking pretty damn good, definitely. It's not looking good as you go down to sort of time frames though. Look at it, it's just been so consolidated. It looks like a barrier triangle or something too, but I would say it's at least going to go up and touch that top, and then maybe it'll finally break out and make a wave A, B, and C like we've been expecting. So there, let's see. So let's see. So dollar and oil, I would definitely be looking for longs right now. I don't really see any reason to do anything else. We definitely got a break of structure over here, and then it made a double bottom, kind of, a little bit of a lower low. And now it's going up, probably at least to touch this high over here. And then I would think that it would finally break out because of the A, B, C, D, E shape that we got, but I don't think I would put my money on it, honestly. I would definitely still be looking for longs though. Really, it's still making higher lows. You would think it would at least go up and touch this high up here. So yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't blame you. We've been looking for shorts right up until today, so I don't blame you for that at all, menu. Yeah, I would definitely still be looking for longs on this one. Ooh. That looks like it made 3 waves up. A, B, C. Man, that wave C right here may have been a false entry. Maybe it was a trend. Maybe I'm looking at this wrong. That might have been that might actually be the way to label this, honestly. It looks like 5 waves down too, so that looks like a short. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A, B, C, B. Yeah, that's the way. That's why you're the gold man. Menu, the old gold man for sure. I think we're probably going down for a wave C, it looks like, on natural gas. What's it look like on the daily and up? Yeah, I think we're still going up. I don't really see any reason to think otherwise. I think it's going to go up and break that line right there. I think there's a good chance that we're getting close to ending this section of downtrend on the daily and the weekly. Yeah, that probably is a trend, isn't it? This is a trend. That's a correction. This is now going down for a trend. Maybe the 78 or the 88% will hold. The commodities like gold really do like to touch that 88%, so maybe that is going to be the area where it goes back up. Definitely looks like a short right now, though. For sure, look at that. It looks like a very clear pattern. And one that we need to see a break of structure, though. We don't really have a break of structure until you get down to like the 2 minute, 1 minute time frame. There's your break of structure, bam. Not for me. I'm not going to be trading natural gas on the 1 minute time frame. But yeah, it looks like it's trying to end the wave B by the looks of it. So let's see. Let's go look at Bitcoin. What's up with that? We spent quite a while looking at Bitcoin the other day too. So I think Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is going up probably at least to the 38%. Even if it's a ABC or 1, 2, 3, I think it's an ABC, a B. but I think it's going up to at least the 38%, maybe even the 50. So I think my primary goal on Bitcoin would still be looking for longs. Nice. Oops. Nice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves up. This is kind of like an A, B, C, D, E or something like that, or a W, X, Y or something. Either way, it's definitely a correction. You can definitely see that. Nice impulsive move up. Probably going to be corrective down, and then back up she goes. So we'll see. Definitely looks like it's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then probably a wave A, and then probably an A, B, C, a B, and probably going down for a wave C. I think it's going to go up at some point though, so it almost looks like it's doing a spike reversal. It might even start going up now, but that could be the wave C right there. A, B, and C. One hour time frame. Yeah, that could be a spike reversal. Look at that. It's like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of A, B, C of B. Downtrend for the C. If this starts to really take off to the upside, I would go long on that for sure. I would want to see some sort of a big engulfing candle up, maybe something like that to go long, but the trend is up on all the higher time frames. That very easily could just keep on trending up, no problem. So keep an eye on that for sure. I got a request for the Nasdaq and probably the S&P 500 we'll look at too. Look at the S&P, dollar going down, S&P going up. Still in a wave 3. Let's zoom out far enough so we can see it. So first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that trend is overlapping, but this is all a correction. It's very common for trends to overlap in the correction. Wave A, B, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of C. Now, I think we're in a wave B, but sometimes wave Bs do take out the highs. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm actually starting to think that this is going to probably go up, especially with the fact that we have an election year on 2024 is an election year in the U.S. I guarantee that Biden is going to, and the Democrats are going to want to get the stock market back to all-time highs for the election. So I think we're going to make an irregular wave B. That's my prediction. I think it probably is going to bounce out that 78, but I think over the next, 8 months or whatever, 10 months or whatever it is, it's probably going to go all the way up and make a new high, and then it's going to go down to 3,200. So I would definitely still be looking for longs on this for sure. Look at that right there. That's definitely one setting up trend, wave A. Impulsive up, that's kind of like a motive wave correction, but wave B, trend down, wave C, 61.8. Impulsive up, and now it's going up again. I would definitely be looking for longs in an uptrend for sure. Nice looking corrections. Even this right here, ABC down, go long. ABC down, go long. Even this is kind of an ABC. So what are we doing? We're looking for ABC pullbacks, so we're looking for entries to go long for sure. How about the Nasdaq? That must be going up too, I would say, huh? Oh yeah, look at that. I think it's the same deal. I think the Nasdaq's going to make its way all the way back up to these highs right in time for the election next year. And then it's probably going to be like, bam, down it goes. And then they'll probably blame it on whoever got elected, which hopefully will be a Republican. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave A. Definitely very trend-like, that's for sure. So I do think it is going to make a new high, but I do think it is going to go down. Eventually. We're on the weekly time frame. Definitely going up. Look at that on the daily. Oh yeah, look at downtrend, wave A, up, wave B, downtrend, wave C, 50% Fibonacci, nice impulsive up, break of structure. Everything is there that we need to see. So it is definitely trending up for sure. I forget who asked me about this. I think it was Waki who asked about this. Hopefully she's long, because that's the direction to be in. Look at it on the 1 hour. A, B, C down, impulsive up. That was a really good entry to go long. Did that happen today or was it yesterday? No, it happened last night at 9 p.m., 8 p.m. So that was actually a last night entry. Maybe Asian testing entry. That was a real nice one though. Definitely. So, wow, real nice trades. I think part of the reason is that it's first of all, it's Friday. Friday is a good day for people to be dumping money, getting out of trades, whether they're wins or losses, they're getting out. And also, it's the last day of the month. Today, the monthly candle closes in 8 hours and 45 minutes. And you can look at all these candles, and at the close, it will tell you a lot about what's going to happen next month. If this closes bullish, then it's probably going to close bullish again next month. The monthly candle will tell you a lot about what's going to happen over the next month or so. So let's go back down to the shorter time frames, because none of us are trading on the 1 hour. Yeah, I would say this move is well confirmed. Break of structure, end of a wave C. And probably at some point today, within the next couple hours, I bet it will start to slow down, but I think the trend is down. I would definitely be going short in a downtrend. Euro dollar, trend is definitely up. I would want to be in that trade from way down here. I wouldn't want to try to go long now, and I definitely 100% wouldn't want to go short. So what would we do? We would have to wait for a pullback and wait for an entry to go long at this point. So definitely nothing to do unless you're already in the trade. Same thing with the pound dollar. Look at the breaks of structure. End of a wave C. Definitely the end of a correction, I would say. So I think these trades are going to be worth holding on to for a while. Probably all the way throughout next week. Now, we do have to remember next week, let me extend this, next week is a holiday for the U.S., obviously not for most people, but for the U.S. Now, Monday is a holiday for Canada. Now, we do have some news Monday afternoon, but I don't know. I'm not really convinced. I got a live stream scheduled for Monday. We're going to give away 1 month membership to my Patreon, but I'm not really sure if I'm going to do much else Monday besides that. It's a holiday for Americans, and I'm definitely American, and I don't feel like I've had a holiday pretty much for 6 months. I feel like all I do is make videos, live stream, and do Zoom meetings for my Patreon members. So I think I'm going to live stream on Monday to do the giveaway. We'll look at the charts together. I'm definitely 100% not working on Tuesday, and I'll be back for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and then next week is a non-farm payroll. So I think I'm going to have a 4-day weekend besides my live stream on Monday. But I think Monday and Tuesday are going to be at a very, very slow day. So probably what's going to happen is the rest of today, at some point it'll start slowing down. We'll probably get a big old stretched out correction Monday, Tuesday, and then some point next week it'll end up continuing the uptrend. So yeah, like I said, I feel like the last 6 months or so, ever since I've been in Portugal, all I do is I work for about 5 hours in the morning between my members' forecasts and my morning videos. I live stream for an hour in the afternoon. I do 2+ hour Zoom meetings. I spend about an hour every evening making PM videos. So obviously I don't work on the weekends, but except for Sunday, I actually do work on Sunday too. So time for a 4-day weekend, I think. So definitely look at that break of structure. Look at that. That's awesome. Look at the US dollar Swiss. Man, that is a moneymaker right there. Now, like I said, that would have been probably one of the best choices to get in. Gold. Gold is finally confirmed. Look at that. There's no turning around from that. I've been forecasting this for so long now. Yeah, I think that 1930 something is the area for me. Yeah, 32 area. 32, 38, someplace in that area. But we definitely know right now 100% that this trend right here is over. From here down, that is over. Whether it's going to be a correction to that move or whether it's going to be a complete trend reversal, I definitely have my opinion, which I've had for weeks now. I've been getting so much crap on YouTube because everybody says I'm the only person that thinks gold is going up. Which honestly, I kind of like it like that. I think that's very clearly a wave A. I think that's very clearly a wave B. I think that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it's too clear not to be true. Either that or it's so clear that they're just going to trap people because it is so clear. I think it's going to go up. I think it's going to break structure, and I think that we're already back into an uptrend. Yeah, I bet. Definitely. Very, very nice trade. It definitely gave us a setup. I even posted this morning, if you check my Discord channel. Let me show everybody. So as a member of my Discord, as a member of my Patreon, I post in the private chats quite often about what I think is going on. This right here, I posted this morning this afternoon at 11 o'clock. I posted this right here. Look at that. Gold. Impulsive up. 1, 2, 3 waves down. If you entered long right there, when I posted this in the Discord group, we are now right here. So you would be so happy right now. Very, very, very profitable trade. I posted this at 10:51 this morning, so about almost 4.5 hours ago. I posted that in the private members only area. So as a Patreon member, you get access to my trading course, which my trading course is 7.5 hours of content, which this right here is my trading course. 7.5 hours of content, so that's my trading course. Every one of those modules has at least one video. And then on top of that, you also get access to my twice a week Zoom meetings. You also get access to my members forecast area, which every single morning before the London session, I do a members forecast on all the dollar pairs and all the yen pairs every single morning, including oil, gas, natural gas, oil, and gold. Every single yen pair and every single dollar pair every morning before the London session. And then we also do a 20-minute Zoom meeting every single morning, or a 20-minute live stream every morning for my Patreon members. So anybody that is a Patreon member, you get a lot for your money. You get a trading course, members forecasts. You get a lot for your money, for sure. So definitely check that out if you are interested. It's a really, really good deal. The link to my Patreon service is in the chats and in the description. Now, you don't have to join my Patreon. You can join my Discord group 100% for free. You can become a free member of the Discord for as long as you want. You do not have to join my Patreon membership at any time. Hey, Tamara, thanks for joining. I really appreciate the support. Thank you. I appreciate that a lot. So if you have anything you want me to look at as a YouTube member during these live streams, let me know if you have anything you want me to look at. I'll be more than happy to look at it for you. Wow, look at that US dollar Swiss. Man, that was a good trade. And the euro dollar too. Whew, man, that thing is on fire. Look at it. Awesome. Really, really good way to end the week, huh? So yeah, that was a hell of a way to end the week. Look at that. These last 2 8-hour candles have engulfed this whole move down. A, B, C correction, 78%, impulsive up. I think we're in a wave 3, for sure. Pound dollar, same thing. Aussie, very weak. Wouldn't have chosen that one. Kiwi's looking good though. US dollar Canadian. Even though it was an irregular ABC correction, we were still able to recognize that as the end of a ABC correction. This one I think was very, very clear. A, 3 ways down. B, uptrend. C, 50% Fibonacci, impulsive move down, all kinds of breaks of structure. Very, very clear entry to go short. US dollar yen is going down, but I definitely wouldn't go short on that. And US dollar gold versus the dollar just broke structure to the upside. All that proves is that this move down from here to here is over. That does not prove that the ABC correction is over. What will prove that the ABC correction to me is over is that breaking this wave 4 high right around the 132, 136 area. That's going to be the key level, just like Menu said, that is going to help us prove that this really is the end of a wave C. But even if it ain't the end of a wave C, it's still probably going to make some pretty good long opportunities even if it does go back down, which I don't really think it is, but it definitely could. So Monday, like I said, Monday I will be doing my giveaway. I will be giving away a 1-month membership to my gold membership. We only have 40 entries right now, so all you have to do is join my free Discord membership, 100% free to join. Come in here and tap this little thing right here, And that's all you gotta do to enter my membership. It's 100% free to join my Discord, and it's 100% free to enter my giveaway. It comes with the full membership, including my trading course. So definitely join my Discord group and enter the giveaway. On Monday, my live stream on Monday is when I will be giving away that membership. So on Monday, we're going to end the giveaway in 3 days. So over the weekend, or even right now, definitely check it out. And you could win a free 1-month membership to my Patreon group. So definitely a pretty good deal right there also. Yen pairs are going up. Everything's looking really good with those. Aussie yen and Kiwi yen are even looking good. For some reason, the Canadian pairs are not quite as strong as they have been. It must be from that Canadian GDP that we had. The Canadian pairs are definitely not as strong as they have been, but it still looks like a good entry. Swiss Canadian, awesome looking entry. That was probably that right there. 1, 2, 3 ways down. 61% Fibonacci. Doesn't really get much clearer than that. 1 hour time frame. We've had some awesome entries for a Friday. A, B, C, 61.8, impulsive up. Extremely clear entry right there. I think the pound and the euro also had a very clear entry. Probably the pound is even clearer than the euro. A, B, that little push down right there is the C, 38% fib, and bam, up it goes. So, like I said, my trading strategy is really not that difficult. It's very, very, very repetitive. What you do is you open your charts and you do the exact same thing every day. You're trading in one direction. Just like Menu said, no confirmation to go long, no go long. No confirmation to go short, no go short. Sometimes I spend several weeks trading one direction, especially like these yen pairs. I think I've been trading only long since, I don't know, probably at least since the beginning of July, but really it's been even longer than that. It's been since way down here, probably the end of March. I've been doing nothing on all yen pairs except for looking for longs in an uptrend. The trend is your friend for sure. So we are definitely directional traders. We trade one direction. We trade with the trend. Or if the higher time frames are in a correction, let's say the daily time frame is in a correction, we're not trend traders, we're correction traders because we're trading short in a correction until the correction is over. Then now we're back to being a trend trader. So the strategy is really not that difficult. It's actually pretty easy once you really start to get the hang of it. You just follow your roadmap and you just trade with the trend or trade with the correction or trade with the flow. Really, it's like surfing. It's trading with the flow. So it is Friday, it is 3:30. I usually try to keep my meetings to about an hour, so I hope everybody likes and subscribes to my channel. It makes a big difference to help push my channel out to new members. The beginning of next week is going to be a little slow for me because of the 4th of July. So definitely remember that. I will be live streaming on Monday, so definitely tune in for that, especially if you enter the giveaway, because at the end of my live stream at 3:20 UK time on Monday is when I'll be doing the giveaway and announcing the winner. So definitely tune in on Monday for that, and I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their weekend. We still have several hours left to the New York trading session, so definitely keep an eye on those dollar pairs, but I don't really think there's much to worry about right now. I think these are trades that we're going to be holding for weeks, if not longer. This is a swing trade right here for sure. So I hope everybody enjoys the rest of the day, and I really hope everybody enjoys their weekend, and I hope to see everybody on Monday's giveaway at Monday's live stream. So as always, happy trading and good luck to everybody.